Picture this. You're in a conversation and someone says, "This phone is burning a hole in my pocket." Does it mean that the phone is getting hot and burning your pants? Well, no. Wouldn't it be cool to understand and use such money phrases effortlessly in your daily conversations? Hi there, I'm Christine. In today's lesson, we're going to dive into 10 powerful money phrases that will instantly level up your English. These aren't just any phrases. They're the kind of phrases people at the C1 level use all the time. Stick with me till the end for a surprise bonus phrase. Come on, let's get started. Let's kick off with this interesting phrase. Pay through the nose. This phrase means to pay an excessive amount of money for something, usually more than what it feels reasonable or fair for. It's often used when someone feels ripped off or forced to pay too much. For example, imagine buying a cup of coffee for $50 just because you're at a fancy cafe. You definitely feel like you're paying through your nose, right? Here are some examples for daily use. I had to pay through the nose for that hotel room during the holiday season. I won't buy designer shoes and pay through the nose just for a brand name. So, this phrase is all about spending way too much money on something and often unwillingly. Now that you know how to avoid paying through the nose, let's talk about another phrase for expensive situations. This one's called break the bank. Break the bank means spending so much money that it becomes unaffordable or severely stretches your budget. This phrase is often used when describing something costly and feels out of reach. Imagine wanting to buy a fancy phone, but realizing it'll empty your savings. That's what breaking the bank feels like. It's a great way to talk about expensive items in a fun and casual way. Let's take a look at these examples. I'd love to buy a car, but it'll break the bank right now. Renovating the kitchen might break the bank, so we'll wait until next year. In short, this phrase is a humorous way to describe something that feels too expensive to afford. Well, only watching this lesson won't help. You have to practice with me, okay? Try making your sentence with these new phrases and drop them in the comments below. I want to see how creatively you make your sentences. It will give you good practice and help you remember these phrases better. Now, speaking of spending, what if you're more interested in someone's thoughts than their money? Here's a phrase for that. A penny for your thoughts. This phrase has got nothing to do with money. This phrase is used to gently ask someone what they're thinking. It's a polite and curious way to invite someone to share their ideas or feelings, especially when they seem lost in thought. For example, if your friend is staring off into space, you can say, "A penny for your thoughts?" These examples will make it more clear. She was unusually quiet, So I said, "A penny for your thoughts?" He was staring at his coffee, so I asked, "A penny for your thoughts?" In short, we use this phrase to ask someone what's on their mind in a friendly and casual way. Now, let's move to spending habits. Here's this phrase, live beyond your means. It describes spending more money than you earn, often leading to financial trouble. It's like a warning about the dangers of overspending or taking on a loan to maintain a lifestyle you can't afford. For example, buying luxury items or dining out regularly on a limited income means you're living beyond your means. Let's take a look at these examples. Many people live beyond their means because of social pressure. He's always buying the latest gadgets to impress everyone. He's clearly living beyond his means. So, this phrase is mainly used to warn against financial overcommitment. Alright, now let's look at a phrase that challenges you to back up your words. This is our fourth phrase. Put your money where your mouth is. This phrase means to back up your words with actions. If you say you believe in something, prove it by investing your time, effort, or money into it. For instance, if you're always talking about helping a charity organization, this phrase challenges you to actually donate or volunteer for that cause. It's a way of saying, don't just talk, act. Let's look at some examples. If you think this product will succeed, put your money where your mouth is and invest. He always claims he loves the environment. Now it's time to put his money where his mouth is. In short, it means don't just talk, prove it with your actions. Moving on, let's talk about financial struggles. Here's the next one. In the red. In the red is used to describe being in debt or losing money. Think of it as a warning sign for financial trouble. Now, businesses use this term to indicate they're operating at a loss. And for individuals, it can mean spending more than you have. Imagine your bank account balance going negative. That's being in the red. Let's look at some examples. After that lavish vacation, we're in the red this month. The company was in the red for 2 years before it started making profit. Alright, now that we've covered financial struggles, let's flip the coin and look at the brighter side. Our next phrase is in the black. Now, unlike in the red, which means to be in a loss, on the opposite side, in the black means being financially stable or making a profit. It's a phrase businesses love because it indicates success. For individuals, it's a way to say that you've got money left over after paying your bills. Imagine earning more than you spend. That's what being in the black feels like. It's a positive way to describe financial health. Let's check out some examples. Our startup is finally in the black after months of hard work. Seeing my bank account in the black again feels amazing. Isn't it a great phrase to celebrate financial stability or making a profit? I'm sure it is. Now, here's a great phrase to show how money can have power and influence. It is money talks. Money talks highlights how money can influence decisions and actions. It suggests that people are often swayed by financial power. For example, someone with enough money might get special treatment or quicker results. It's often used to comment on the reality of how money can change situations or outcomes. Let's quickly look at some examples for daily use. In politics, money talks louder than promises. He managed to get the best table at the restaurant because money talks. In short, we use this phrase to talk about the influence and power that money holds in different situations. Okay, since we're talking about making smart choices with money, let's dive into it. Get more for your money. That's our next phrase. It simply means find better value for your spending. It's about being smart with your purchases so that you can get good quality or quantity for the amount you pay. Imagine buying a product that lasts longer or works better than others at the same price. You're getting more for your money. This phrase is often used when shopping, budgeting, or making financial decisions. Shall we look at some examples? Here we go. During sales, you can get more for your money if you plan your shopping wisely. A good financial advisor can help you get more for your money. Alright, now let's look at a phrase that warns against bad financial decisions. Throw good money after bad. Pretty interesting, right? This phrase refers to wasting more money on something that's already a lost cause. It's a warning against making additional investments in something that isn't working. For example, if you've spent a lot repairing an old car and it still keeps breaking down, you might be throwing good money after bad by trying to fix it again. Let's take a look at these examples. Fixing that broken phone again is throwing good money after bad. Continuing this investment is like throwing good money after bad. It's just not going to work. Well, we looked at 10 great phrases with money, and you have stuck with me for so long. I have a bonus phrase for you. Money is no object. Wish I could say that myself. This phrase is used to say that cost doesn't matter and someone is willing to spend as much as it takes to get what they want. It's often heard in situations where people prioritize quality or satisfaction over budget. For instance, planning a dream vacation or hosting an extravagant event where no expense is spared. This is where money is no object. It's a powerful phrase that describes luxury. Here are some examples. For her wedding, money was no object. She wanted it to be perfect. Money was no object when they bought their new house in the city center. In short, it means someone is willing to spend without worrying about the cost. Alright, you've just learned 11 fantastic money phrases that will help you sound more fluent and confident in English. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this lesson helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more lessons like this. And remember, the more you practice, the better you'll get. Until next time, keep speaking, keep learning, and keep leveling up your English. See you soon.